welcome to Dialogue with Deidre. I'm your host, Deidre Malone. I am so glad to be with you, and hopefully, you're watching us either on our M1 TV Network YouTube channel or on our M1 Facebook page or Dialogue with Deidre Facebook page. If you are not, I need you to go like some of those and subscribe to our YouTube page so you can make sure that when our show, Dialogue with Deidre, comes on, that you have an opportunity to see what's going on in Memphis, as well as we talk about national issues as well. Today in our studio, I have two young ladies that I am so fond of. I've known them for a long time. Gale Jones Carson, who is the fund development chairperson for the River City Links, and my good friend, the new president of the River City Links, Valencia Kimbrow. Let me stop and say attorney Valencia Kimbrow. Welcome, ladies, to Dialogue with Deidre.
Thank you,
Good
Deidre.
morning.
So, Madam President, I want to start out because there are a number of us who are quite familiar with the Links, but there's some people out there who may not know that much about the organization. Share with us what the Links organization is all about.
Absolutely. The Links Incorporated is a national organization pretty much in every state across the union and abroad. We are dedicated to developing professional women in leadership and service. So our tenets are friendship and service, and that truly is what we do. We are able to implement programs across 5 facets: the arts, health and human services, services to youth, international trends and services, and national trends and services. So through those 5 focal points, we deliver an enormous amount of services to the community right here locally in Shelby County and also abroad in Jamaica.
I've seen some of those photographs of you and your River City Link members abroad over in Jamaica. Madam Fund Development Chair, talk to us about that service project over there in Jamaica.
Okay, so we have 3 schools over there that we work with. One is a very young class of male and females, and then we have 2 that are sort of like orphanages, girls who, they don't have anywhere else to stay. So we have 3 facilities of young people that we work with. We send needed items over to them. We send money to them. We've helped them build or rebuild their school. And some things that we take for granted, there are many people, not in just Jamaica, but here in America, who consider those things very valuable. When we go over there, it's just amazing to see these young ladies' faces when we are there to help them. Last year, I took my granddaughter, who at that time she was maybe 10 or 11, because I wanted her to, number one, go on the trip with me, and then to bond with these young ladies, and they all had a really good time. She had an excellent time. Matter of fact, she told her mother that she wasn't going to this summer school, because she was going to be traveling the world with her grandmother. I was like, I don't know where she think her grandmother going. But anyway, if we go back again, we didn't go this year, but we possibly will go next year, and I will take my granddaughter so she will have that wonderful, wonderful experience. But these young ladies, and Valencia can give you a little bit more information because she's taken it a whole nother level. Some have come over here and worked with our students, and so this is one of the projects that's really near and dear to her heart.
And that's what I wanted to talk to Valencia about, because every president has their own leadership style, and they have things that they want to accomplish once they are president. So, Madam President Kimbrow, what are your plans now that you're the new president of the River City Links?
Well, I will say that River City has had some awesome leadership. Gale Jones Carson being one of our past presidents just 2 administrations ago, and then Eileen Oliver and Carlos Hills. I would say that I've really learned under their feet. They really showed me the way of LinkedIn, and Charlotte Freeman as well. Just some incredible women leaders that are dynamic here. So my goal was really not to introduce a lot of new things, but rather grow and perfect the things that we have, and to also put them in a perspective where they are really reaching those with the greatest amount of need. And so my focus, even prior to assuming the role of president, has been to reach out to the community and form new collaborations and really make the community understand and share with them the work that we do, because people really don't know much about the Links. There are so many perceptions about that it is a organization that's, sometimes presumed to be elitist, and that is absolutely not the case.
Because people who know me know I'm not elitist.
Absolutely, and definitely.
I don't know.
Deidre, you know, people know
She's
I'm
not. She's not.
And me, definitely not me. My roots and my background are, lower income, bootstraps up, and, I got connected with the Links as a young person in high school because they came to my school and gave scholarships and information about going to college. So that focus on HBCUs, matter of fact, I would have never made it to Jackson State University on a scholarship had it not been for the women of the Links Incorporated in Montgomery, Alabama. And, the rest is kind of history because, my grandmother had a third grade education. She was a domestic worker, and so it's anything but elitist if you know the women who are dedicated to serve. And service is mandatory. We have to do a minimum of 48 hours every year to serve, and that is physically going out into the community doing work. We write checks, so it's also about giving of your financial means back into the community. Those assessments can be a bit steep, but we're committed to the cause. So, there's a saying that say, you put your talent, your time, and your wealth, your resources into those things that you really, really love most. And so the Links mandates all of those things. So it's more than just wearing a symbol or a name. It really is about leadership development and finding practical ways to solve problems in the community. And so you asked my focus, and I would say that really has been my focus, is to bring the scientific methods and means to truly solving societal ills such as children being able to vote. That was a problem here in Shelby County, and so we worked to form a big collaborative called the I'm the Voter Collaborative, where we have now about 50 community partners, because that work of registering and mobilizing voters between the 18 years old and 24 years old and actually getting them to the polls to be actual voters, that was a huge undertaking. It was nothing that any one organization could be effective at and deliver it in any kind of sustainable and transformational way. But once we formed the collaborative, which is also my baby, been working on that project for the past 8 years.
It's also an award-winning program for us on our central area and also our national area. Every year, this program wins an award, and we have other Link chapters throughout the country who are emulating us, who are benchmarking with us, because it is such a good program and it's such an important program.
And it's something it's actually something that has been needed for a long time. We have a number of organizations, Valencia, like you said, that focus on voter registration.
For young people.
But
for young people.
They've not really targeted young folk. And your collaborative, bringing those 50 organizations together, and I know NAACP is one of them, has been very, very effective. And I want to commend the River City Links and their partners for specifically Valencia and Gale and the River City Links for putting that collaborative together.
But Deidre, before you move on, I just need to throw this out that we're going through early voting right now, which ends Saturday, September 28th. Election day is October 3rd, and these elections are very, very important. The numbers, people were complaining that the numbers were down for early voting. They are picking up, and they usually do the second week. But it's very important that we vote on our mayor and our city council members. These people impact our lives. The decisions they make impact our lives every day.
Gail, I'm so glad you mentioned that. And before we talk about the event, I just want to pay tribute to the NAACP and VIP 901. I'm wearing my pin today, NAACPers. Voting is truly power. And I'm so glad, Gail's not wearing this hat today, but she is the second vice president of the NAACP Memphis branch. So she had to at least mention voting at some level. So I'm so glad that she was able to do that. But the reason they're here is to talk about a big event that they have coming up on Sunday, and it's Groovin with River City.
Well, Deidre, and we have five major programs that Valencia mentioned earlier, and this event is our major fundraiser. We must have funding to support the programming that Valencia mentioned in order for us to continue serving our community, and we truly serve our community.
And so this is the major fundraiser. How can people talk about where the fundraiser's going to be held? I know it's Sunday. What time? And what can people expect when they come out? And what are those ticket prices?
Well, our event will be on Sunday. We are going to take over completely the beautiful Pink Palace Museum, both the inside and the lawn. We have some wonderful, gifted Memphis bred and born performers. Actually, we have several different areas that will be available. We have VIP lounge where we will have Tamara Munger along with her band. We have Mr. Mark Baker DJing on sax in the Rotunda area. And then we also have Karen Brown, who's going to grace us with her award-winning soulful voice. You know, Karen is everyone's number one pick around town. You know, she's just a dynamic vocalist and is well known throughout the city, so she will be blessing us with song in both of those areas. And then we also have Probiotic 901 with the fabulous, lovely Miss Tracy McGee. So those that love the music and the sounds that you hear down at the Pocket, come on out to Groovin with River City, as that band will also be on display. We'll have a lot of artists, wonderful food. Miss Benita Hale is our award-winning caterer.
Oh, she's fabulous.
Oh my gosh, her food is delicious. It is absolutely amazing. Everything that I've ever had that Benita's done has just been off the charts wonderful. So, you know, we put this event together because, you know, the Links like to have fun, and we want everyone to come out and party, dance, get your groove on, and party with us at Sunday at the Pink Palace. So right now we actually have a flash sale. So you can get tickets as little as $50. They're $2 for $400, one for $65. We also have maybe a couple of VIP seats, but they're pretty close to sold out. You know, we've been advertising for about a month and a half now, so those tickets always go fast because they're hot tickets. You get bar service there, that's included. Now, everybody can get to the bar, let me make that clear. Even if you're not VIP, the bar is there, you know, but their ticket prices includes drinks, those that have chosen to take the VIP package. So you can go online to groovinwithrivercity.org. And we also have Groovin with River City on Eventbrite. But Gale is our mastermind social media queen, so if you go to Gale page, anything you want, really dealing with Groovin with River City, past videos, if you want to see how we get down, you can take a look at that at Gale's page and find out. And River City also has a page, I must mention that as well. So lots of ways to reach us. So we invite the public, all of the public, to come on out and have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. It's always a fabulous, well-attended event and we really have a wonderful good time. So.
Well, ladies, I'm sure it's going to be a fabulous event, and as Valencia said, tickets are still available now. You know, everybody thinks they're a VIP. But
and to us they are. And to us they are.
Exactly. So only a limited amount of VIP tickets are available. So, but they still have plenty of tickets available. So go online to River City, Groovin with River City, or to the Facebook page, and make sure that you purchase your ticket for the event on Sunday. I am so glad to have Gale Jones Carson and Valencia Kimbrow with the River City Links on Dialogue with Deidre today. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
you're
us.
always welcome back. This is home for you anytime you have something going on. Thanks so much for watching Dialogue with Deidre. We'll be back next Wednesday. And if you're watching us, you're watching the M1 TV network. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Hi, I'm Deidre Malone, the host of Dialogue with Deidre. You can find us on the M1 TV network on YouTube. Subscribe and follow us. You can also find us on Facebook at M1 TV Network, Twitter, M1 TV Network 2, and Instagram, M1 TV Network 2. Please follow us so you can keep up to date with what's going on the M1 TV network. with Dialogue with Deidre and Black Thought.